About Infosys. Infosys is a global IT consulting that provides end-to-end solutions in the domain of business consulting, information technology, and outsourcing services, thereby enabling clients from various industry segments to enhance their business performance. Infosys essentially offers software development, product maintenance, and independent validation services to companies in finance, manufacturing, insurance, and other sectors. Interview process. Generally, to apply for Infosys company, you need to be eligible in terms of their academic criteria. A minimum of 60% marks is a must in Class 10, Class 12, and graduation. The eligible candidates should then go through 3 rounds of the recruitment process of Infosys that includes online assessment test, technical interview, HR interview. For experienced candidates also, the recruitment process remains the same. But in the case of some critical roles, you may have to appear for 2 or more rounds of technical interviews followed by an HR interview. Interview rounds. 1. Online assessment test, logical and analytical reasoning, quantitative aptitude, verbal ability. 2. Technical interview. If you qualify for the online assessment test, then you will be called for a technical interview. Here in this round, the candidates are usually asked questions based on their resume and their area of interest. You are expected to have some sound knowledge in at least one programming language, computer fundamentals like operating systems, data structures, and algorithms. An awareness of the latest emerging technologies are some aspects that could help you get a good score in this round. You have to select and prepare for an area of interest closely related to the role. Sometimes in this round, your problem-solving skills will also be judged, which may include puzzles and aptitude questions. Also, be ready to answer the questions revolving around your projects/internships and the role you played in them. 3. HR interview. You will be called for the HR interview round if you clear the technical interview. The objective here is essentially to assess whether you are the best fit for the company. The scope of questioning here is wide, ranging from your background, education, to your hobbies, and even about your view of life. You have to prepare for some Infosys company-related questions. Also, be ready to face any questions intended to assess your sincerity in applying for the job. Now going further for technical interview round questions. 1. Explain 4 major OOP concepts in Java. 4 major concepts related to object-oriented programming are: data encapsulation. It refers to combining both data and methods into a single unit called a class. Data encapsulation helps in hiding the data from an external world. Data abstraction, representation of essential features excluding their background details, is known as data abstraction. Inheritance, deriving existing class properties into a new class is called inheritance. A newly derived class is called the subclass and the existing class is called the base class. It is helpful for the reusability of code. Polymorphism. Polymorphism means the ability of an object to take multiple forms. In Java, compile-time polymorphism is achieved with the help of method overloading, and runtime polymorphism is achieved with the help of method overriding. 2. Can we implement multiple inheritances in Java? Java does not directly support multiple inheritances. But we can achieve multiple inheritances with the help of an interface. It is possible to implement multiple interfaces into our program. 3. How method overloading is different from method overriding? Method overloading means methods are having the same name, but they differ either in the number of arguments or in the type of arguments. It is done during compile time, so it is known as compile-time polymorphism. Method overriding means the ability to define subclass and superclass methods with the same name as well as the same method signatures. Here the subclass method will override the superclass method. It is performed during runtime, so it is known as runtime polymorphism. 4. What are DDL and DML commands in SQL? DDL refers to Data Definition Language. DDL commands are used to define database schema, i.e., to create and modify the database object structure in the database. Examples are create, alter, drop, truncate, etc. DML refers to Data Manipulation Language. DML commands are used to manipulate the data within the database. Examples are insert, update, delete. 5. What is stored procedure? A stored procedure is a logical unit for a group of statements and is available for the applications that access an RDBMS. These are stored in the database data dictionary. It can be used for data validation or access control mechanisms. 6. What is meant by a null pointer? The pointer that does not point to any memory location is called the null pointer. It implies the pointer is empty and it is not pointing to anywhere within the memory. Null pointers can be used for initializing the memory location address with the pointer of the same data type. 7. What is SDLC? SDLC is an end-to-end process that defines the software development flow starting from the requirements stage to the maintenance and support stage. The SDLC stages are requirements analysis, planning, definition, design, development, testing, deployment, maintenance, and support. 8. What are the disadvantages of the waterfall model? Working software is produced only at the end of the life cycle. Not suitable for complex as well as object-oriented projects. Difficult to measure progress within each stage. Not recommended for the projects where requirements are frequent that may lead to a high risk of changing. So, this model is having a high amount of risk and uncertainty. It is difficult to identify any business or technological bottleneck or challenges early because integration is done at the end. 9. Explain about Agile model. Agile is a software development model that has an iterative approach for software development that helps teams to deliver value to their customers faster, with greater quality, with lesser errors. Greater ability to respond to change. An Agile team delivers a product in small increments instead of a big bang launch. Requirements, plans, and result evaluation is continuously done, so teams have a natural mechanism for a quick response to change. Scrum and Kanban are the most frequently used Agile methodologies. 10. What is DLL and EXE file extension? EXE file extension is used for executable files. It recognizes the file as a program. It runs independently. An EXE creates separate memory and process space for it. DLL stands for a dynamic link library that has functions and procedures used by other applications. This DLL can be reused by multiple applications. It will share the same memory and process space of the calling application,